didn't like how it was worded. All right, first things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We have another company under our exotic screen paints and one for our distributorship, commercial distributorship under the black. Sorry, not black. Um, I can't remember the name of it. We have so many of these things. Our ambient rejection black edge screen paint. This is something completely different for commercial use. So anyway, we have something on our site called the Blacklist. Now the Blacklist, I've had people in there who have fake projectors, and we've done all kinds of tests on different form of projectors. Why we tell you not to use them, why they don't work well, the knockoff projectors, even the high-end ones. I might do some reviews on. It's actually a company that makes these really faulty LED lights. I want to get another couple of boxes of those just so I can make sure that maybe they might have improved the product since I've had it. And we just post things on there for people to just stay away from these particular merchants. Now, in order for you to be on here, we have to have hardcore evidence that you're actually committing these acts. And one of the people that we have on here the most is a fellow by the name of Crow1176, which is Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, which he's known for. And yesterday, as in going and showing people be careful of fake and fraud websites that don't have enough information on these sites, we bumped into this product right here. This is a product that should never, ever be on his site because this is a product that he used to make for free and he gave away to his customers for free. And there's the ingredients or a video he got rid of, but there's still videos still floating around showing how to make this particular product because at that particular time he gave his products away for free. He would make these demonstrations, he would show you how to make easy screen paints, and he would give you the ingredients for free. And he marked in the thumbnail how to make the product. This product literally is a product that any customer can make. It's just basic black and white paint, but he has it on his website as in a product that something new he made, or it's an oldie but goldie, but it's supposed to be one of his old throwback products. This is actually house paint. So right now we're adding him to the blacklist. I've already got some pictures. That's all we need right there. And we have the description of the product at the bottom. I'm going over to the website right now, and I'm going to be setting up the videos that we did yesterday, showing clear evidence that his product is the house paint you're seeing right here. And the video in the thumbnail is posted Metallic paint, screen paint, and it shows you how to make it. All right, so let me get a spot down here. We're going to need to put this video in. So we're going to call this the Metallica 2.0 scam. Now we were able to take the same ingredients. I did my own, made my own product, black and white paint product from this video alone. You can make it yourself and you will see that it does the exact same thing as he claims this product is something different, but no, that's the ingredients on how he makes this product. All right, I think what we're going to do here is let me see, we have enough room down here. What do we have here for room right here to expand it? I want to put an expansion here. So let's see what we can add into this one. Let me see. All right, this will allow us to expand the page. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. All right, cool. I'm going to use this to expand the page. Bring the page down some more because we need just not too much room, but we need a little section here to expand it just a little bit more on here. So we're going to put in a section in here for this one. This is the 2.0 scam. And like I said, in order for us to be able to have these, we have to be able to show concrete evidence that he is committing these acts. We have to be able to show this. Let me see. All right, here we go. I'll put it right here. Can I get a, I need a line spacer in here. Let me see. I need to put in a section here, a divider. Let me see. Yeah, but Crow's been crying on my, ever since we exposed him on the paint. Oh, he's been just crying like crazy. He's been in my account like probably about 5 or 6 times a day, just crying. Dude, oh, man. You bought this on yourself, bottom line, okay? First things first, you should not have been out there scamming your customers. That's what you should not have been doing. You got products out there matching house paint. You're trying to resell products on your site that you clearly know that you gave away for free. And then you want to get mad at people, get upset with people because you get exposed for being a scammer. But that's what you are. Where is the, is it it's a decoration? This whole entire, this one's different from the one I'm used to using. I have the update version over there. Yeah, a lot of pages open, that's the problem. Just trying to find it. It should be on the decorations. There it is right there. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I need. Did we get the design? Did we get it? There we go. We got the design. That should be it. That's what I wanted. Right, that's perfect. Now that gives me enough room to build up here. Now I'm going to take this right here, this header, and put it, come on, be nice, move with me. All right, and put this right here. Expand this a little more. So right now we're adding him to the blacklist. Now keep in mind, you're being added to the blacklist because, as I said before, not because how you, the things you say against me. I'm adding you to the list because you need to be exposed. You literally have a product right there that you are clearly showing that's house paint. And not only house paint, but how to make it, which makes it even worse. And you're trying to charge your customers $95 for a product that they literally can just go to Home Depot or any place and make that product. The 2.0 is just house paint. And that's what you show in the demonstration. You have it in your thumbnail. And this is the reason why you got upset and you messed up your website. He wanted to mess his website. He was so angry and so upset yesterday. He wanted to just posted all these pictures all over the site. He was very upset and angry. And it's because you got caught. And this is why we're adding to the blacklist. The blacklist is going to be uploaded today to a couple of sites and drop all your information in there because, again, you need to be exposed to what kind of person you are. Let me see. We'll take, let me see. I need the video player for this one. So give me a video player. All right, let me see, get that running real quick. I'll have to drop some of my pages. I got way too many pages up there running right now. I can be slowing down my speed a little bit here. Why do we have all these open up to begin with? None of these should be open up at all. It's Google Control. We don't need to put that in. Let me take that out of there. While that one's trying to figure itself out, we got to take some of these pages. I got way too many pages up here from doing research. Let me see. So we'll give the computer its moment to get it done. So we're going to be dropping in the video player of the video of the 2.0 with the label in slideshow. And this makes it easier for us to just drop an entire page into a whole entire section of a former site with all his stuff attached to it. Makes it so much easier than just picking which videos. Also in the slideshow below, we have fake batch numbers by Jamie. We also have all his canceled receipts with all his interesting, colorful description of cursing and carrying on in each one of the receipts. Cancel some pages here. Don't need to go. We're slowing up my activity here. Here we go. I'm going to look up what the penalty is for not having a license to sell in the state of California. Also, too, I'm not reporting your taxes. That I'm looking into today. I told you I have a friend that works for the IRS. I have a couple friends that work for the IRS. We know why the eBay account's going. His account got taken. eBay took his account for fraud. Or your account got snatched. We know that for a fact. Your account got snatched. I even contacted eBay. Asked for the requirements of where your account was. Your account is taken. So you know why? We were watching those demonstrations, and we had other people that are out there sharing all that information out there about what he's doing, and people started requesting their money back. And if you got a policy sitting on your account telling people that they can't get anything back from you, they're going to basically go and file complaints against the people that are basically hosting your site. And that's what happened. Now, it's only a matter of time before somebody kicks in and gets a lawyer. And this guy right here is just out in the open doing this stuff. I mean, out in the open. I'm pretty sure they're using our videos, because our videos have been copied a couple of times. We set up on our videos that people can go in and copy the content that they want. And that 2.0, good gracious, man. I mean, you can't get any more clever. I don't know which one's worse. The one basically where he's sitting there with the Cinemax and matching the paint and still selling the product, or the fact now he has a 2.0 up there. Clearly, that's a video showing of his product matching house paint, even showing you how to make it. You can make this product, because he shows you the ingredients how to make it, but he's trying to sell it to you. Oh, by the way, we leave the I can't explain to you guys enough that we leave the mic open on purpose. So some of the naysayers that come and go, oh, his mic is open, they go carry on. We leave it open on purpose because I don't delete any of that. I let people see how y'all react in the channel. So we know Jamie has multiple YouTube accounts. We also know for a fact that your customers are not in here defending you. Your customers are basically demanding their money back. You have there's serious evidence against you, man. Your product is matching house paint, and you're still selling these products. But the 2.0 is the most disgusting I've seen so far, because it shows you how to make it. That's like somebody said, look, I'm going to show you the ingredients on how to make this German chocolate cake, but yet I'm going to sell it to you for like $1,000. Why would you spend $1,000 for something you can literally just make it? And it shows that your product is house paint. You literally posted an item on your website that you just showed how to make out of black and white paint. That is really jacked up. And yet you have you don't even care at the end of the day. But it clearly shows, because we can see that on your shipping policy. We can also see that in the Network Grade 773 scam. I mean, come on, man. And then you're on my account crying and whining. You know what I do, Jane, when you cry on my account? I look at it and I just, that's it. I don't even bother reading through it. I don't read any of that stuff because that's you crying. Just like right now, you went on your site and you posted pictures of me. That don't bother me at the end of the day. That shows how frustrated and how upset you are that you're blaming me for your downfall. This is your problem. You did this stuff to yourself. Why would you even post that to begin with? Look at this. That's the 2.0. There's a video showing you how he showed you how to make this. Not someone in the video. You're in the video showing people how to make the 2.0. You even have it on the thumbnail. You have the instructions on how to make it right on the thumbnail. Why do you think you can't find the video? If this product didn't match the product that he says he made, then where's the video at? Why is it gone? Why did you get rid of it if that wasn't the case? So, how about you entertain us and basically take that instruction video, 2 tablespoons of flat black paint into white paint, and make it and do a demonstration against all your products and show us a massive difference between night and day. It's a real serious game changer. Now, because we know at the end of the day that those demonstrations that you do when you come on the channel and you talk about how your products are so much different, these are the videos that go missing. These are the same videos that all go missing. The ones that you're on camera talking about how your product has a darker contrast level or a slight hue, all that stuff. Those are the videos that disappear. Those are the videos that you make to defend your product. They disappear. So even you yourself has acknowledged that your product is trash, or your videos would still be there. So it is what it is. But this is the worst one I've seen yet because, I mean, the Metallica mix, not the Metallica mix, the Cinemax got matched by a product that basically a consumer can just slide off a shelf. They don't got to put nothing in it at all, period. Not a thing. They don't got to put nothing in it at all. Slide it off the shelf, bam, they're done. The 2.0 is even worse because in the 2.0, this video right here that you can't find shows you how to make it. And yet he's trying to get $95 for something he just showed you how to make. Yeah. We expect for him to rant. We expect for him to carry on, be upset, angry, whatever. You got busted. Just like in here, you got busted on so many levels, man. It's not even funny. But, it is what it is. Glorified, overpriced house paint. Now, you're going to say, my product matches house paint? I got the test. They're right on my website right now. Got an entire page. Matter of fact, I got to extend the page for the other stuff. Our tests are right there. Where are your tests? You don't have any. There you go. Because your product's house paint. That's why you can't do those tests. We gave him tests for slip silver. Slip silver he's scared of the most. Because I told you before, like some people may not have a Sherman-Williams in their neck of the woods, where they may be at. But the slip silver can be purchased online. You can get that off Amazon for like $17 and I think 3 cents. And that would match his product with no problem. He doesn't want to do that test because he doesn't want to basically come up matching this. But this literally, see all these paints we have here? We made these products by using your own ingredients. You showed us how to do it. We used your tutorial video. Now he had something called a black and white paint challenge. We asked him to make the paint from his own tutorial video, do a live demonstration, and display it right on YouTube. But he refuses to do so. So you know why. So don't even buy that mess. $95 for something you can make out of black and white paint. Okay, when we do this, if you were anybody else, we do the same thing. If you were somebody else and we didn't even know you at the end of the day and I happen to bump in and I see that mess, I'm going to expose you for what you are because you shouldn't be doing that. Wrong is wrong. If I was doing that and somebody had caught me, then guess what? I'm exposed. But I can back my products up. I have test demonstrations at the end of the day. That's what the match or betters are for. If you feel that you can do the same thing I can do, match and better my demonstrations. Heck, I can give you my entire demo sheet right now and put a challenge underneath of it. You can't match it. That's all to it. Your products are house paint. You got caught. And that's what you're upset and you're angry about. But why are you angry toward me? These are your videos. This is your work, your videos. So how are you upset with me? Nobody put a gun to your head. I didn't put a gun to your head. You chose to get on YouTube, make these videos, and you made them. And now you have gotten rid of these videos and you want nobody to see them. This is why you're upset and angry, because you're being exposed. This is right on your channel right here. There's the 2.0, charging $95 for it. You got the Cinemax sitting right next to it. And that's the screen paint that clearly everybody saw you in there wearing a red hoodie, matching house paint, bearing receipts, matching house paint, and yet you're upset. You know, cry a river someplace else, because this ain't the place to cry it at. You got caught. I told you what you should have did, but you don't do that. You need to issue an apology to your customers and do a return. Give them back their money. What can we compare it to? Honestly, what can we compare your products to? There's nothing to test them next to. When we get your products down, we say, gee whiz, there's nothing really to test them next to, because he doesn't do any tests. What do you have to back your products up to show us today that your products are different from house paint? What can you show us right now? What demonstrations? Go out and buy some. Matter of fact, go get Slip Silver, Bare Silver Screen, Network Gray 773. Buy all of them and do the demonstration today. Show us today. Now, if you can't show us this today and all you have time to do is lash out at me, that clearly shows that you can't back your products. Don't get mad at me. You're upset with me. What are you upset with me? And besides, you want me going to taxes? You won't want me digging there, do you? I got to contact somebody today for you today about your taxes, because I don't think you're paying them. I really don't believe you pay taxes. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll see if you're licensed still on top of that. Do you have a DBA? Did you apply for your DBA and your EIN number? We'll find out today. But until then, this is the product right here. This is what he's angry about. This is what got Jamie mad, because he got busted. We busted him the first time on this mess. He tried to come in on eBay and he tried to use somebody else's account. And he tried to sell this product out on his somebody else's account for 40 bucks. And we're looking at this, wait a minute, how the freak is he selling a Metallica? That's the paint he gave away for free. How is he selling this? And when we busted it, and the account all of a sudden disappeared. Now, since he don't have the eBay account anymore, he went in and he tried to sell it on his account. There's the video right there. That is the product on Jamie's house. This is your house or apartment right there, right? Isn't it not, Jamie? Is that not you? Since you're running your mouth so much, explain this video to us while we're watching this. Tell us what it's all about while I work on this over here. Why are you mad for it? This is your video. If you ever sit back and you tell people at the end of the day that you've never made a video showing people how to make free paint, it's right there. And in the title of that video has the ingredients on how to make the Metallica 2.0. Funny thing about it is there's no Metallica paint in that at all, period. Somebody actually, a few people mentioned that in the comment section, that there's no Metallica paint in it. So how are you even calling it that? It's just black and white paint. Whatever. Jane, I'm not reading this. I'm not looking at none of your, whatever you're posting here, I'm not reading it. I know you're posting, we're just leaving it in here for, other people will read it, I'm not reading it. If you can't explain this right here, why you got to paint a video of you showing you how to make a black and white mixture and its title as Metallica 2.0, you tell me. Do that demonstration today. Make the same ingredients. I guarantee that any of your customers make this ingredients today is going to match a lot of your screen paint. I guarantee you. Got the ingredients right in the thumbnail, and then got a nerve to take the same paint and try to sell it on your website for $95 a quart. So you said 2 tablespoons, right, for each quart. So 8 tablespoons, including, would make a gallon. That'd be far less than what your $95 you're charging right now. Far less. Now you try to do this over on eBay, and again, we can show you the video where we caught you and busted you for doing this. And then you went in, calm down. Then you went in because I know you're upset. Then you went in on your fake account. Stop coming here with fake accounts. Said you're blocked. You're not blocked. Anyway, he's actually, Jamie's one of our #1 subscribers. I showed you that in the video one time. He's actually one of our top subscribers. Anyway, so as I said before, you're the main person. You and the other guy is the main person screaming everybody's supposed to be scammers, but you guys do the biggest scams of all times. And here it is right there. So explain to me, what's going on in this video? As a matter of fact, we can go back to that Cinemax video. You can explain that one to me too. And that bare silver screen. What happened? Where are the videos at? That's the bigger question. Where are the videos? How come nobody can't seem to find these videos? You wouldn't mind bringing back this video and posting this directly to your website today. If you have nothing to hide. All right, calling you out, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. If you have nothing to hide, you wouldn't have a problem with posting this video directly to your website today. Now, I told you, when we give them challenges like that, they respond back by a lot of emojis and laughing because that's something he can't do. He can't have this on his website. People see that they won't even touch it. Well, people that came, he's hoping to catch that don't know any better, that he may be able to fool. If they see this, they won't bother this product. Did you send this video to the church? Did the church get a copy of this video? Yeah. Now in this video, we go make the product. You'll see the whole thing. We make the product, the same ingredients, but we don't put it against the Metallica mix. We put it against a personal mix, a completely opposite screen paint to see if it's going to match, and it does match. So this paint will do the job of the personal. We did the personal, we did the Cinemax, and we were able to match it to the Metallica. We were able to do all of them. Well, the Metallica is that product. We were able to match it to all of those. And you don't need any special, any black and white paint will do it. Doesn't make a difference, really, to tell you the truth. And in the demonstration, we're using a full 1080p Chrissy projector, 4,000 lumens, 4,300 lumens, so plenty of power for the demonstration. Well, that's all you can do is send laugh emojis. I mean, pretty much you ain't got anything left. You can't explain anything in the video. I'm going to ask you a simple question. Can you explain this? And all you have is laugh emojis. That's all you can do. And you're busted and you're caught. And this is how you react. So it's funny because your products are matching house paint and you're stealing from your customer. That's funny, right? Whatever. But all I said right there on my paint, dude, he just asked me... He asked me to do a screen paint demonstration of paint. Have you seen my test demonstrations? We've done all those already. We're done. I'm done. I did all my tests. Everything's finished. Everything's done. Unlike you, I was working. You weren't working. That's why I have a section on my website called test demonstrations, which means all my products are tested. We have batch numbers. We have those videos. You don't have any of these videos. Well, that's the problem. You don't have any videos. Jamie, you can't back your products up. I just sat there and said when I was working on my website, the reason why we're working to get all these demonstrations done, because we don't have to. I'm done. That's what all my demonstrations are for. They're finished. I don't have to prove anything because we've been there and done it already. You, on the other hand, you haven't done any demonstrations at all. And that's why I've given you my entire test page to duplicate, match, or better. And you can't. You can't back your products. And right here, you are clearly showing your product right now matching house paint. No matter how much you argue this, Jamie, at the end of the day, the evidence is there. You're trying to get $95 for a product that your customers can make themselves. That's all to it. That's the end of the story. That's it. That's all you have left. There's nothing left. All you can do is argue. Daddy, I can be in a closet. As a matter of fact, that's where I started my company from. My first company under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint was in a small little area. And look where my company is now compared to yours. I make very good income. You, on the other hand, you don't. This is just a holding area for the time being as I'm scouting, looking for new places to go to. But you are not going anywhere. Your product matches house paint. The whole topic of this story, Jamie, and I know you want to get it off topic. I know you want to so badly. But the whole topic of this story is the fact that you have been scamming people for years. Now, what you need to do is go onto your YouTube account, make the free ingredients that I'm showing right here, and prove to me and everybody else that your product is not certified house paint. You already got one strike against you already because you have a demonstration showing yourself matching the Cinemax matching network grade 773, and yet you still sell this product. So what can you do to ensure your customers that you're not stealing from them? You don't have any. All right, then. That's the end of it. So I told you, as you can see, Jamie, we're having this conversation. That's him. And see the fake account? Jamie has multiple fake accounts. Because again, your customers are not going to come in here and back you. Your customers are angry because you stole from them. They're not going to back you. So there's me getting the proper ingredients right there, showing you what we need right there to break it down for you. It's very easy. So Jamie's right now, he's upset. He's ranting in the room because he's very upset. You got caught, you're a thief. Now that same ingredients, that's why I say 2, 3, 4, and 5, that's how his screen paints are made. Long as you keep it in the area between 2 and 5. Well, if you're doing the UV mix, the UV mix is a little different. We made that one on camera too. It's the same stair step and ingredients, but it's reversal. So don't use white paint if you're going to make that stuff. Keep in mind this stuff's not going to come out so well. But if you're going to be making this, hey, Jamie, you're willing to make the ingredients. I'm giving it to you right now. So basically, the UV mixers are darker. So it's the Frankenstein, which Frankenstein wasn't darker at first, but it was darker now. So basically, you take black paint. The black paint becomes your base, and then you drop in. You put in we put in 6 tablespoons of white paint, and that's how we're able to nail the UV mix. But it's the same thing. The same ingredients he has here, the same stair step. All his paints are made the same way. That's why when he pops the top on his lid, if you notice, they're off by a couple of shades. That clearly gives an indication that he's basically going in and he's putting more or less black paint to get the different shades of his product. That's why you go to his website, he names them all gunmetal because he doesn't know the color of his own product. Because there is no color pattern when you're basically doing a different shades of gray and different shades of lighter grays, because all of this is just basically a separation of how much black paint you put in more or less. Basically, when people develop basic gray screen paint, the simple ingredients is basically silver, glitter, white paint, and black paint. The white paint is your base. That's how much paint you're going to be making. That's what that is. When you get to the black is the toner. That's all black is used for. To make it darker or lighter, that's what it's used for. People put glitter into it and a little silver to give a little bit of a pop. When the projector hits it, makes it a little bit more brighter. That's all it is. That's pretty much all it is. And if Jamie, if you want to challenge me on gray paint, well, I got an archive that goes back from digital and crystal screen paint where I have accomplished more than you have ever accomplished in your apartment. When I was in that small little room, I was contracted. You, on the other hand, were not. So it just shows you at the end of the day that no, your product is house paint. I can tell because it gives the same reaction as house paint. One of the other issues I have is the fact that when you sit there and you say that your product works on 2200 lumens and up, you do know that house paint can do it at 1000, right? And we've had tons of house paint in the house. House paint can pick up at 1000 lumens easily in that environment. And he needs 22. You don't even know what you're doing. So there you are. You saw me mix the product. Very easy to do. Matter of fact, all his products are made exactly the same way because, like I said, we were able to match other screen paints that were different from what he was making, and it all matched. We also have demonstrations below of us showing you us making these products. Oh, wait. This time I get the wrong mouse. I'm supposed to be on this side. No. Yeah, no, we're on this side. I've got 2 keyboards in here running. All right. Well, I told you what you got to do, Jamie. What you need to do is you need to go in and you need to have an official apology toward your customers. You need to start refunding their money. Because this is any one of your customers could use this and file against you easily. You have strong evidence of you actually in there having products matching house paint and in still selling the product on the website, knowing that these videos are out there. But the 2.0 is the worst of the worst, because the 2.0 actually shows you making this product for free and giving it to your customers, and you try to come back in and you didn't even relabel it or nothing at all, period. You just came in with the exact same paint and said, I'm going to charge you $95 for this. And you got a nerve to question me on tests? Please, man. You're the last person need to be talking to somebody about tests. You don't test because you don't know your product. This is why your specification sheets don't have anything on them. Your website has nothing on it at all, period. You want to compare websites, your website versus mine? You don't know anything. You don't have anything on there that says you know anything at all. There's nothing there. You laid fake claim where you're telling people that they can get a 100% contrast black level off your product. You know that's a lie. You can't. A diamond would dominate your screen. Dark sternite, any of the gunmetals would be able to pull a higher contrast level than that product you have. Where do you get this stuff at the end of the day? Well, Jamie, look, I'm going to tell you something. Bottom line is, everything you're saying falls on deaf ears. It does. And the reason why it falls on deaf ears over here is because, again, your product is house paint. I can call you a scammer. I can say your product is house paint at the end of the day, because we have videos of you on YouTube live matching house paint. And not only that, still selling the product on your website as if it never even happened. What would you call that at the end of the day? You call that a person's an honest person at the end of the day? What would you call that, Jamie? What is that at the end of the day? Is that an honest person? Explain to me this one, Jamie. Since you're in here running your mouth, explain to me this. What the freak is this? Crow's personal mix versus the Bear silver screen. You remember making that video? Where is this video at? While we're in here, where's that video at? This is the Metallica mix right here versus your, Cinemax. Where is that video at? Where did that go to? Can you post any of these videos to your website right now? Do you even still have them? You probably deleted them off of your account. Where are they at? Did you not make these videos to show that your product didn't match house paint? So if you had this big theory that your product doesn't match house paint, where's the evidence? Where's the videos? Are you bold enough, and do you basically back your product enough to post this directly to your site? You don't. Look, I'm going to give you a chance. You have until today to post the Bear silver screen, the Network Gray 773, both of those videos, because there were two of those that went missing. This video right here at the top, the black and white Metallica mix, post them to your site today. I'll go in tomorrow and check. I'll pop right onto your site and check tomorrow. Post them on there so everybody can see. Because if you can't post them onto your site and you have to keep them hidden, then that shows you have something to hide. That's what it means. That is horrible. That is horrible. This is supposed to be your flagship product. And look how close that's... It's not even that. It is matching. Where I told you we made the UV mix. This is the UV mix. You made it here. This is the UV mix right there. That's how we made it. We used this instructional demonstration how to do it. Out of $40 of paint, we made 3 of his products. This is your slideshow. That is pitiful, man. I don't know where... You definitely have to wear glasses. I don't know what you were at the end of the day, but you wearing something. How in the world... This is... Jamie, listen to me. Before you go off to a rant, okay? Listen to me. This is from your video. In your video, you get on camera and you tell people that they're seeing two different screens, that your screen is pulling up something completely different. Can you explain this right now? I don't want to hear emojis and laughing. I want to explain this. What is this? So for those you don't know, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, Crow1176, is a fellow on YouTube who claims to make this special screen paint. That's what he claims. And he's in here with a fake account, as always. He always comes up with fake accounts. And we're questioning him on the scamming he's been doing on YouTube for quite some time. So what you're seeing in these slide pictures, this is pictures from the Metallica mix. I'm sorry, not Metallica mix. The Cinemax versus Network Gray 773. In this video, he goes on to say that his paint is completely different and that you can see there's a huge difference between night and day. I'm not seeing this. Where's the difference? That is a shelf paint that you can slide off a shelf, and this is a product you charge $95 for. So where's the difference? Now, it's a shame because he can't explain himself. And Jamie, usually when he's upset or angry, he lashes out. He'll go into emojis and stuff like that because that's what he calls himself a professional. That's what he does. But at the end of the day, the problem we have here is the fact that you are taking money from people. And when you take money from people and you don't give them good results, you can't back your products up. Your products are matching house paint at the end of the day, and you're still selling these products on your website. This makes you a scammer. Even the white levels, black levels are all matching. There's the title of the video. So I don't know which is worse. I don't know which is worse, whether you have, you're on here showing your receipts, showing the container, matching this house paint, and I don't even know why you still have it on your website. Why didn't you pull it off your website? If you knew the product was going to match house paint, why didn't you pull it off the website? Why is your product still on the website, Jamie? I'm just asking you a simple question. You don't have to go into all these rants. I ask you a simple question. Why is this product still being sold on the website? Knowing this. There you are showing the Network Gray 773 in the container. Can you post this video today to your site? Today, so we can all see it on your site? You can put a couple of them big video players up. Can you do this? I'm not ranting, man. It's ranting to you, Jamie, because you don't want to hear it. And the reason why you don't want to hear it because you're getting exposed. That's why. So I asked you a simple question. I'm not ranting. Why are you still selling this paint on your website? Can you answer that question, please? All right, we'll give him time. He'll figure it out. I'm not asking you back anymore until you answer my question. A simple question. Why are you selling this on your website? Now, if you notice, he's just ranting. He's not saying anything at all. He's just ranting with a whole bunch of stuff. Ask him a simple question. I ask you again, why are you selling this on your website, Jamie? Simple and plain. If you know your product does this, why are you selling it on your website? Why? And most importantly, where's the video at? I'm pretty sure more people want to see this video. They got to come to the blacklist to see it. Why don't they see it on your channel? It's your video. All right, Jamie, so we're going to add your 2.0 video to the website. I'm going to also add in the video that I did basically showing that he's still selling his product on. He shouldn't be selling this product. This product was sold on his eBay account. It was over there. That's pretty bad. That is really, really bad for your product to be matching that well being house paint. And you're on a laser projector, 4K laser projector, would have did the same thing, regardless of what you put that thing on. You try to make it seem special. We probably told customers at the end of the day that if they purchased that projector, it would look amazing on your screen paint. I'm pretty sure you told them that. They could have did the same thing with house paint. Got the same reaction. Jamie, I can't express this enough. Why are you upset with me? This is your video. You made it. Why are you mad at me for? This is your video. You're mad at me because I'm exposing you. That's what you're mad about. That's what you're angry about. Because you're exposed. But it's your video. You made it. Isn't this a video you was proud to make? Of course, at one point you were proud to make it because you had it on it for 2 months. And the reason why we found out about it was because when you called my house asking me to purchase the product, which I told you could buy, you had to call me up. And I asked you why I had you on the phone. I said, hey, look, how about you do a demonstration against the 2.0s, which you never did. None of them at all. And I asked you a question about the Network Gray 773. And you replied by saying you did the demonstration already, did 2 videos. So I went and looked them up, and this is what I found. So that video was floating around for 2 months before we found it and got our hands on it. And then when we exposed it for what it really was, then you got embarrassed because you saw it. Mind you, it was floating around for 2 months before you basically capped the video. So that means you knew the video, what it looked like. You knew that it had to match your product. And then when we pointed out all the areas in it, we broke it down for everybody, then you removed the video. That's interesting, isn't it? So that video was floating around 2 months before we got our hands on it. And then when I basically break that video down and show you basically cheated the daylights, how your product was matching that paint on every level, then you go and you remove the video. But at one point, you were proud of it. You bragged on it, didn't you? Now you're ashamed of it. Now you're cursing me out because you're angry and upset because you don't want to see this video anymore. You want this video to stay quiet. Too bad. Well, look, man, your options are, like I said, issue an apology to your customers. If you don't issue an apology to your customer, that tells you at the end of the day you really don't care. That you just still do whatever you want to do with no consequences. Evidence is right there. These are the same pictures I just showed you, right? In the slideshow. Showed you the same pictures in the slideshow. So if you come in and say, oh, he doctored it. No, that's your video right there. They match. That's where we got the pictures from. Well, that's all you can do, Jamie. That's all you can do is just laugh. That's all you can do. Because you're not laughing at me. Laughing at me, that doesn't hurt me at the end of the day. Why would I be bothered by you laughing at me? I'm clearly got videos of you matching house paint. When you do that, you're reflecting back to your customers. Your customers are going to watch this video and they're going to see your product matching house paint. And all they can see at the bottom when they're reading, because we're leaving everything in there, they can see how you reacted by just laughing and carrying on, because that doesn't hurt me at the end of the day. How's that take any money out of my pocket? That hurts you, and that hurts your customer trust and support. Because instead of you coming and saying, well, I apologize, this product did match, and I promise to do better for my customers. I'm going to issue you guys back your money. And I'm going to, from now on, when I do products, they will have tests underneath of them, and I will test them against these products to show that in no way are we affiliated with these products, with the new products. That's what you should have did, but you didn't do that. You came at me, lashing out at me. How would that hurt me? Because if you say, well, look, I got proof of evidence that his product is not my black paint. We have test demonstrations on all our products. As a matter of fact, we use our test demonstrations to challenge you to match them. And you can't even do that. So you don't match this in any way whatsoever, on no level whatsoever. So that's useless. What else you got? You're afraid to buy the product. You bought the 2.0, and we had customers that came in and showed that the 2.0 was working perfectly fine. It came out of a 5-gallon container. Nothing wrong with the product, batch number, nothing wrong with it. As a matter of fact, you'll be getting some paperwork pretty soon, because I said before, I'm taking small claims to court for $10,000 for violating the policy under the batch number. So, right there, you're out on that one. Other than that, you were right there in the shopping cart. Why didn't you pick up any of the black paint? Can't do that. Because if you had the real deal for the black paint and it gets down there and it does something that you have been lying about for so long, then that's going to make you look bad. It makes you look bad anyway. Customers still continue to buy from me, no matter what, because my products can be backed up. You don't have the same tests we have, Jamie. You don't do any demonstrations at all. Right now, I guarantee you today, you're going to do a demonstration of you with the P2 in a dark environment with those lights splashing in the back of the screen. Talking about, look at the contrast, look at the color. On the same product, the Cinemax, that you have in here matching house paint on a video that nobody can't find. Yeah, that speaks a lot. All right, let me go over here and put this in real quick. Let me see, I got to put in something for this one. Well, I'm not going to have the conversation with you, Jamie. I asked you the question already. You can't back up anything. I asked you simple and plain to go in and explain to us why this is matching house paint. You can't give me anything at all. And I asked you this several times over and over and over again. Oh, well. Let me see. Here it is right there. That's the pictures we just showed you in the slideshow, right? There it is right there, right on his channel. So you can't come and cry and whine and say, oh, the pictures he was showing, they were doctored. There's the videos where we got the pictures from. They're doing the exact same thing in the pictures. The same thing. How do you explain it, Jamie? How do you explain it? Look, man, the fact that you're in here ranting and upset because we're showing these videos does not make you look good at all, period. Because again, like I said, you made these videos to back your products. So at one point, you must have been okay with it. You did get on YouTube and make them, right? So the fact that you're on here this upset and this angry because we're showing this clearly shows that you have acknowledged that your product is house paint. You've been cheating and stealing from your customers. You're getting exposed, and this is your defense mechanism system to go out and lash out and get angry because you have no way to back up your product in any way whatsoever. Because if you felt that this was going to be the downfall of your product, you would have never made the video to begin with, right? And if you felt the video could back your product up in any way, proving that your product is not house paint, they wouldn't have disappeared. It's just basic common sense, man. That's all it is. Apparently, you're not connecting with it. You really don't have a grasp on how the real world functions. You really don't. Okay, run that right there. Now, after all this, go right here. Here's another one. What happened to this video? This is another video we can't find. What happened to it? Where is it? This shows you walking right out of a Home Depot with a container of bare silver screen in your hand. And not only that, matching the product again. Another video going missing. This is your caption, right? Isn't this you? What's going on? Now the personal mix, he doesn't have on his site anymore. He removed that. He took that off. You should have took that off. Matter of fact, you need to take off the rest of them. You need to remove that that Cinemax and that 2.0 need to go next. But he took off that personal mix. Only reason why he'll take something off is he's been getting heat. And that's what the problem. Customers were giving him heat on that paint. They're going to get heat on that Cinemax next. Let me post your address. Keep playing. All right, somebody's already doing that already. And you can cry and whine about that one too. You guys' address got posted. You know how his address got posted? I'll tell you how it happened. He scammed the customer on Facebook. That's how we bumped into him on Facebook. We saw a customer very upset. The paint was coming out. He had to have the paint in a dark environment. So he was upset because the paint was in a dark environment. He couldn't use it with the lights on. And he was ticked. And whatever went on between those two, he got mad and posted his shipping address because she was ticked off at Jamie. That's how we got a hold of your address. Because you scammed somebody. That's why the other fellow who comes on here, I guess another person comes on there who basically he duplicated your account. And he's mad at you because you scammed him too. Another customer complains about the UV mix that the basement walls pull a higher white level than the UV mix. Because none of your stuff is tested. You don't test your stuff. And here you are bold enough to walk out of a Home Depot with bare silver screen in your hand. And you deleted this video also went missing. So, Yep. So big deal. What are you going to cry and whine about? Take me to court for it then. Knock yourself out. What are you crying about your address for, Jamie? I posted my address 19 times in your account when I ordered your screen paint, and you weren't even man enough to put your real address in at all. So what are you crying about? "19 times. I put my account, I put my address in there to buy your product. When you canceled every single order, your product don't work. That house paint don't work. Couldn't even ship it to my address. You know how much money I transferred into your banking account? And you returned every single dime to my account because you can't give me something you can't produce. Your products are fake. Yeah, well, you want me to show me your receipts? I can show you receipts right there. I got your receipts posted on here too. Put all that money back in my account. How many PayPal claims did you run against me? None, not one. I won every single one. Because your product is so fake, your website is so phony that PayPal automatically rewarded that money back into my account. You couldn't even ship out a proper product without committing fraud. This guy ships us down black paint, so terrified to do a transaction with us. He's so scared that he can't basically ship out his product. He ships us down black paint. I got the video right there. You want me to show it? Can't back your products up. So basically, if your customers want to make that whatever that stuff is, that personal IB mix or whatever that stuff is called, they just get bare silver screen. And the Cinemax will match the personal. It'll match the I'm sorry, the Network Grade 773 matches the personal Metallica mix, and it matches the personal mix, all three of them, with one can of paint. Now explain this one to me right here. What's the difference? What's the difference? I'm looking at it. Jamie, what's the difference? What are we seeing? What's the difference? What's the difference between night and day that would make someone want to go out and spend the money for your product? What's the difference? Jamie, look, man. If I wanted to embarrass you, I'll just buy your paint and have you give me back my money. You can't ship it out because it's fake. That's why. Neither one of y'all can. What's the difference? Explain to us why we're in here, why you're here ranting. What is the difference between the network grade, this bare silver screen? Can you tell us what's the difference? Show me something. All right, show me this. Explain this. Explain that, please. What's the difference? Can you tell us what's the difference between your product and the bare silver screen? Explain it. Oh, we'll wait. We got time. We'll wait. Still waiting. Can you say something, Jamie? What's the difference? I'm giving you an open mic. You got an opportunity to explain why people should spend $95 for a quart of your product compared to the bare silver screen right here, side by side. What's the difference? Explain. He ain't saying nothing yet, did he? Of course, he can't tell you why. Still waiting. I'll give you another 10 more minutes to try to come up with something. Nothing. So I told you. He don't have nothing. Well, this is the part where I ignore you. I gave you plenty of time to speak. I even engaged in your conversation, so I'm done. There's nothing more to talk to you about. Having a conversation with you is like having a conversation with the left side of a rock. I think I would literally get a more intellectual conversation from the rock. This is your video. You made it. You can't explain it. Your product's house paint. That's all, and you're a thief. That's what it comes down to, Jamie. You're a thief. Now, if you feel my products are fake, how about you complete my entire test sheet? Matter of fact, I'm going to put 3 videos I'm going to post. Match or better. I'm going to put your name right in there. Complete them. I'll give you a week. Got a 150-inch screen outside. You can do that one. 180 to the ceiling, and then you complete a 250-inch. If that's too hard for you, I can get something back, a little more easier for you if it's too hard for you. What about a certified screen test demonstration? Fully lit environment. Contrast demonstration. Oh, can't do that either. That's not going to work either. Got to give you something a little easier than that. Well, I'll figure something else. I can find something in my library for you to do. But until then, you need to post these missing videos directly to your website showing you have nothing to hide, that you're not stealing from your customers. And you need to go on YouTube and do a live demonstration of that mixture, that 2.0, and put it next to your product. Now, knowing you, Jamie, because you do dirty stuff, and I'm going to call it before it comes up, you'll probably make the product a little bit darker or lighter than what the product previously was, because you did that with the Frankenstein. So don't change the color of it. Keep it the same way. We can always go back and look at the previous videos, or they can look at the videos I have on my account on what color it actually is. So don't change the color of it either. Leave it exactly the same color that it is. There's your personal mix right there. That's how the personal mix is made. That's house paint. You know, I picked that up at Home Depot. You know where to get that from. That's the personal mix. The personal mix pulls, I mean not the personal mix, but the silver screen pulls a much more higher white level because it is a more lighter product. As you can see when he painted it down, the difference in the two. He will pull a slight little higher contrast. That's why he kept going on the page about how he pulls a higher contrast. You pull that due to the fact that the bare silver screen is lighter. Now, if somebody were to go in and put 1 scoop of black paint into that bare silver screen, then they would have matched your product that fast, that quick. But that's what your product is. We're just showing you this stuff for fun because, you know, he's in there just running. It's a shame, Jamie. That's all you can talk about is a cat. Really? That's a shame. Taco says hello, by the way. But anyway, we're not talking about taco here, Jamie. Stop trying to change the subject. Keep it to where it's at. What's going on here in this video with this product you have here? Why is it matching house paint? We're not talking about cats. The fact that you changed the subject to a cat clearly shows that you're uncomfortable. So we're going to keep this to the topic, okay? Try to focus a little better. What is going on in the video? What's going on in here? I know you want to have a conversation about my cat. I don't know why, but we're not talking. This is not about cats. We're talking about screen paints here. You're off topic. Try to focus, okay? What's going on here? Explain it to us. I think Jamie's picking up key words to try to see if I'll get upset or get angry. Jamie, can I explain something to you? Over here, I'm a professional. That stuff doesn't bother me at all, period. I can come on here, crush you, come back on, develop a new product, and blow your product clean out of the water. I can build a company from out of nowhere and still have products better than yours at the end of the day. I'm a professional at the end of the day. I can back my product. You can't back it. That's the problem. And I don't let that stuff get on me because it doesn't bother me. Since I got you, let me explain something to you. When you send me dumb messages like that, it doesn't bother me. Now, I know in the back of your mind, you're thinking, if I send this over to him, this is really going to hurt him. He's going to cry. No, it's not going to bother me. As a matter of fact, it puts a smile on my face because it shows at the end of the day, I'm able to ruffle your feathers. For you to put yourself out there like that and show your emotions on that level shows at the end of the day that you do not know how to control your emotions. Just like you went in there and you put all that stuff all over your web page for nothing. Not even necessary. Could have kept that someplace else. But you chose to expose that yourself and put pornography and stuff all over your site to try to embarrass me when you just damage yourself. Again with emojis, again, you're letting your emotion get the best of you. I'm being professional here with you. I'm trying to ask you what is going on in these pictures. Why is your screen paint reacting this way? Why is it matching house paint? And I'm met by nothing but emojis and comments about my cat. It's kind of sad. And you're, at the end of the day, you call yourself a professional and you're taking money from people. If people are still buying from you, which I doubt. Let me ask you a question. Did you show the church these videos? I'm pretty sure you did not. Look at the match on that. Gee whiz Louise. Look at the match on that. Jamie, can you explain this? What is going on here? Look at the color of that yellow rose next to your product. If I saw this on your website, I wouldn't even touch your product. I'd just go buy house paint. Can't find you, buddy. You're not pulling up anywhere on eBay. They took your account, didn't they? I know they took your account. They took your account for fraud. That's why his account got snatched. eBay, he has a permanent ban on his account for committing fraud on eBay. I know, I checked. I called it in. That's what happened to your account. That's why you're nowhere to be found. That's why we can't find you. So what happened was he got a lot of complaints from a lot of customers demanding their money back because his product is house paint, and eBay permanently snatched his account. That's why you can't find it. Go look for it. See if you can find it. I guarantee you won't find it. By now, Jamie, to prove me wrong, would have went up there and reposted his account. Now, customers, first of all, I thought customers were hunting you down. But they are hunting you down. That's why your account's gone, because eBay got rid of it. But that's why the Metallic Mix 2.0 that was on this account is now on your eBay or your website, because you can't put it on eBay anymore because eBay took you off for good. You lost your account for fraud because people were calling in and complaining about your account, and eBay removed it. That's why it's not there anymore. Now, knowing you to prove me wrong, you would have reposted your account and go, here you go. There's my account right there. Nothing happened. He's just lying. eBay didn't touch me at all. Yet he did touch you. You know why his account was on what do you call eggshells? Because when Crow had posted our company's name into his eBay account, we called the legal department and we filed a complaint against Crow. And your account, you had to remove that. They said if you even put my name, mention me in anywhere, your account would be gone. Your account was on eggshells. It wouldn't have taken much for someone to come in and file a couple of complaints against your account to get your account knocked out. We couldn't do it. because we've already filed a complaint. eBay, how it works, Crow, because I know you're probably going to say, oh, but he came and did multiple complaints. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to have multiple complaints from other individuals to make those complaints and knock account out to do it. And then the account's going to have to show some kind of negative activity showing that the account is in bad standing in order for them to take that action. That's how it works. My PayPal account is flawless, which means I can acquire loans for 10, 20, 30,000 or $50,000 loans from PayPal easily because my account's in such high standing. I get probably in a month's time 2 returns. That's it. That's it. That's all I get. So that's why I can show you from my PayPal account where I've gotten loans from working capital for that kind of money. I've already paid back 10 loans. That shows you how much money my company generates because, again, on a low level, I'm able to pay that money back in a couple of months and be done with it. And in order for me to be able to get that kind of capital from PayPal and that kind of status, I would have to have an outstanding account to do it, which means if I was scamming, that would be virtually impossible. Where you, on the other hand, you can't even keep an eBay account, which is an easy account to use at the end of the day, and you got your account snatched because you had too many complaints that were coming against you for fraud. That's why you can't find them. Just like you can't find his videos and his products are matching house paint and everything else. Okay, I killed enough time here. Time for me to get washed, ready to get out the door. I got things to take care of today. Jamie, you got some work for you cut out for you today. So what you got to do is you're going to have to go in. You're going to do some tests today. If you don't do the test, nobody's expecting anything from you. You can't back your products up as it is, so we don't expect you to do this anyway. But we'll just put it out there so everybody can hear us say it. You should be doing some tests today of that 2.0 you just posted onto your site. This mess right here. That any customer can make this stuff with just black and white paint. Because all this is just black and white paint. This other fiasco nonsense you got right here, this Cinemax, we already saw the demonstration on that. That's basically Network Grade 773. The personal mix is not up here because I'm pretty sure he pulled it because, again, in the personal mix, you can see you can do the same thing if you have, what's that stuff called? Bare Silver Screen does the same thing. So this shouldn't be on there. That shouldn't be on there. That's house paint. And this is definitely house paint. That 2.0 is definitely house paint. What description do you have? I'm curious. You've got to see the description that you have on this product. And we all know it's house paint because we saw the demonstration on how to make it. Let's see what kind of description you put in here on this product. With all knowing that it's house paint. Let's see what you got on here on your website. What you put in here. Now this is supposed to be, now mind you, you also the video, we're going to put this up here too, because I got to do another video. I'm recording his site where he's selling this at. We're going to post that on one video, and we're going to put next to that the Metallic Mix 2.0 on how he made it, and how the video he shows you how to make it. So we're going to do a side-by-side of that on the blacklist. But let's look at what he has here, right here. He has right here on his product here. This is supposed to be a 2.0 mix, which we all know how to make this. How come you don't put that video up here? You don't want to put that video because you don't see people see how you make it. This is an oldie but goldie. Why do you keep putting capitals in the middle of your sentences? Why? Capitals don't belong in the middle of your sentences. Oh, good goodness gracious, I swear. But goodies or something. Great for movies and gaming. It's perfect for those light-controlled environments, and it works well. So it works. And it will work with 2,000 lumens and up. Newsflash. Again, I can't explain it to you enough. Anybody can run that test. If you got a gray wall in your house, that will pick up at 1,000 lumens with no problem. Any gray screen paint or gray paint or whatever you want to call it, then the day hobby paint, whatever, will pick up at 1,000 lumens in the dark. No problem. If he has 2,000 lumens and up, there is something seriously wrong with that one right there. And up. 1080p. And 3D, mind you, when you do an N, this right here, the abbreviation for N, you just put in A and D. But if you want to abbreviate that, it's not supposed to be together. It's not N3D. It's the separation there. Forget it. and 4K. Test it, please. Oh, good gracious. I swear. I'm not trying to be rude here, man. I'm not going to disrespect you on this, but literally, I feel like Charlie when he was reading, and I forget it. I don't want to come out like that at the end of the day because that's not professional. 2.0 mix is an oldie, but a goodie. I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to make it look good for you, man. Great for movies and gaming. Is perfect for those light controlled environments, and it works with 2000 lumens and up, 1080p and 3D and 4K. Test it, please. If you have any questions, that should have been a period right there. You just have a run off on a sentence right here without the period there. If you have any questions, dude, seriously, this is house paint. And there is the scammer shipping right there. Refunds, or say refunds and return policy once the product is delivered. You gotta spell that correctly, but it's incorrect. No returns or refunds. So basically, if it lands on your property, we know the rules. Refunds are only exchange. Only exchange for a different mix if the container wasn't open. That clearly shows that you scammed the daylights out of your customers because your policy is set up to give them nothing back at all, period. Freaking house paint. Yeah, so you can see that same product you're seeing here that you can make yourself. This is what he's selling on his website for $95, and you can make this yourself. The ingredients is right there in the thumbnail. It's called Metallica. That's what the paint's called. Man, you're the biggest scammer on the face of the planet, man. And I'm glad to watch you crash and burn. Me crash and burn? Nobody. I'm good. Matter of fact, after getting talking to my friend that works for the IRS, he's going to investigate your website next. So, yeah. You have not been doing anything by the book. Nothing by the book. As a matter of fact, I gotta get another no, I gotta add the other companies because you only get one EIN number. I forgot about that. So we gotta put the other new companies attached to that. So basically we're merging all the companies onto all those documents. Look at this nonsense. Look at this. Look at this. It's like the joint, like, nobody will know. Nobody will know. Yeah, everybody knows. Your stuff is house paint. Look at this fiasco. It literally shows you how to make the product and then turns around and tries to sell you the product for $95. Look at that. Got the Cinemax over here. Scam you on the Cinemax. Oh man, this guy has no moves whatsoever. And then turns around and matches the Cinemax in a video. Strictly house paint. That is bad, man. Look, man, you can say whatever you want at the end of the day. Don't care, all right? Again, I can back my products. If you want, I can give you my, matter of fact, you know, I'm not going to give you a couple of videos. I'm going to give you my entire test page for you to do. That'll keep you busy. You have to match and better all demonstrations on my test page. My goodness, this is just such pathetic. Look at this mess. Matching on every freaking level we clicking, even the white levels matched. Now, Jamie, I got to add you to my list. So what we're going to do when you see the black list, we're going to do something. We're going to do side by side. We're going to do it. I'm going to do a short video, really quick, of basically recording his shopping cart, showing that he is selling this product. And then right next to that, we're going to have the video of him basically showing the ingredients, how to make the product. The second one, we're going to do a short recording of the shopping cart again, of the Cinemax, and then we're going to come in and post this video right next to it. So we can have them side by side. I'm laughing at you, man, because I try to keep this professional, but good gracious, man, I've been around for a while, man, and I've seen people do some really dumb stuff. But dude, you got a whole freaking dictionary on this. Good gracious, I've never seen people scam on this level. Literally pictures right there of you showing you doing this and then trying to sell this. And the Metallica, you have an ingredients how to make your product right there. If I'm wrong, you wouldn't mind doing a YouTube video on that. But like I say, before I go, this is what I want to see. I want to see you complete my entire test page. I'll give you a month to finish it. Match or better everything on there. And what I mean by matching better, I want the same environment, same screen size, and if we're using long distance projectors, and that's what you're going to be doing, all certified tests. I want everything done. That's what I want to see. There's about 70 videos in there. Some of those videos can last anywhere from an hour to 4 hours long. Knock yourself out. You're going to be busy for a while. And if you can't do it, then that shows you at the end of the day, you do not stand on my level. Second, all these videos I want missing off your account, I want all of these posted back onto the front page of your website for everybody to see. If you claim that you're not a scammer at the end of the day and you don't steal and cheat from people, then you did these demonstrations to back your product, and where did they go? Post them, every last one of them on your website. I will check tomorrow for those. Yes, I will. Early in the morning, I'll be in there checking to see if you posted those demonstrations. Let's see how embarrassed you are, ashamed of these demonstrations you did, that you call yourself backing your product when you really can't back it. If you can't back it, why would your customers buy it? Third, that black and white paint mixture, make that, please. Oh, please make that. I've been trying to get him to do that demonstration for the longest time, and he still won't do it. Oh, by the way, I have a demonstration. I have over 39 demonstrations versus black paint versus my product, including painting in screens, making black paint, even buying several different forms of black paint, black fabric, black tape, black paper, you name it. I've done it. I've been there. I've conquered it. You've done nothing. So with that being said, I just want you to do one thing. No, I'm sorry. I can't do one thing. That's virtually impossible. You have to match me. If you're the same as me, you got to match me too on tests. So I want to see that slip silver. Oh, yes, definitely. That, what they call that micro blend slip silver. I want to see that done on the Cinemax and the hybrid mix, because they look exactly the same. I want to see that with network grade 773. I want to see that with bare silver screen, bullseye primer. I want to see all that on your demonstrations today. And I want you to make that black and white mixture. I want you to put that on everything. You got to do that demonstration. If you don't do it, if you don't do any of that stuff I just showed you to do, which we doubt you're going to do it anyway because you can't back yourself up, there's even more evidence that you are a fake and a phony. And you're a thief at the end of the day, and you scam and you rob your customers. Be careful next time you run around talking about somebody being a scammer. I have all this evidence against you at the end of the day. Jamie, you do know that if any of your customers, and right now you're on eggshells right now. You're on such eggshells right now that even eBay has terminated your account for fraud. You're on eggshells right now. All this stuff will come up in investigations that your accounts were going down because they're going to check eBay. Why was the account removed? So we moved this account because multiple accounts of fraud. You have complaints on your PayPal account for basically going in and for multiple accounts of fraud. Your Wix account has multiple accounts of fraud attached to it. And then there's videos popping up of other people sharing our video demonstrations all over YouTube showing your product matching house paint. And it doesn't help that they can't find the videos because the videos are missing off your own account with you in the videos. And then you have a nerve to still try to sell the products knowing that these videos exist on your website. Doesn't look good. Not the fact that when we get done digging around today, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to prove that you have not paid taxes or you do not have a license to sell in the state of California. This is going to get pretty bad. And that's just the icing on the cake. That's not the other stuff that's going to be popping up pretty soon. I told you, I got 4 years to hit a claim on you. Probably 3 years after this. About 3 years, yeah. All right, then. Well, people, you saw what you needed to see. We're going to finish this up on putting the video players on the blacklist. We got our pictures and stuff all ready to go. And we're going to put the warning out there for people to stay the freak away from that Metallica Mix 2.0, because you can make it yourself, because Jamie is scamming you. He is clearly scamming you. You can make it yourself. The ingredients is right here. I will post the video right here in the comment section, or wherever you want to have it at, so you can go in and you can make it yourself. Don't pay $95 for that freaking house paint. You can make it yourself. All right, well, with that being said, I have to shoot just a short video, which would be a couple of minutes, and then I have to post that onto this site over here so we can have the side-by-side with this video next to the video of his shopping cart of him selling this, because, again, I need evidence of all this. Okay, with that being said, be careful, buy everywhere.